All on these niggas. All on these niggas. Let the thoughts on these niggas. Yeah. It's gonna really might have a thing on it. Hi, Tara, babe. How's my homegirl doing? He's pre-rolling when you pre-rolling. How's your morning? Hopefully all is well. Danny got out of the hospital early. Oh, that's what's up. Oh yeah. Good to hear. That was good. I'm gonna start reading this book early. So we did the introductions already. We did the introduction. Now we're on chapter 1. I got like a nice little paragraph to read. So Danny said, "Hi, Danny. What it do, homie?" All right. In 1991, Marvel ruled the roost. Is that what that says? Marvel ruled the roost. When it came to comic book sales, a new generation of superstar artists had burst onto the scene, and comic fandom had taken notice. Todd McFarlane was applying his dynamic pencils to Spider, causing the character to virtually leap off the pages into the uncanny X-Men with a flashy style grounded in exaggerated realism. And Bob Linefield's stylus pencils had helped give the X-Men sister title. The New Mutants a shot in the arm. We're on the way for him to get blood work. Hell yeah. I still don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Rob Liefeld first met future collaborator Fabian Niceza. I don't know. I can't ever pronounce that motherfucker's name. a talented writer with a full-time staff position on Marvel. When Liefeld was still working from DC Comics prior to his collaboration, I'm going to call this nigga Nice. Nice had been working his way up the ladder as a writer on titles including PSI Force, New Warriors, Alpha Flight, and the Avengers. He wanted the chance to work together at the same point, says Nice. When the New Mutants editor... Ooh, ow. When the New Mutants editor Bob Harris decided that he wanted all of Rob's energy and ideas unleashed by plotting the book as well as drawing it, Rob and Bob agreed that I could be a good fit scripting the stories. At Marvel Comics, Liefeld originally, well, did you get a new book? Oh no, I had this book. I just never read it. It's a drawing and merch with mouth. This is a thick ass book. I have so many Deadpool books. This is gonna be one of my new things I'm gonna be doing every day. I'm gonna read a page from my book. Well, I'm doing this book first. But I have so many. So we're gonna have story time. If you don't like it, you can leave, but I'm pretty sure you probably won't. You probably enjoy it, but there's artwork in here too. So we get pictures and stuff. This was the first page. This was the introduction. The introduction. Like I said, there's how many pages. I've had this book since I was working at Ollie's. This is where I got it from, actually, I think. Okay, where was I at? At Marvel Comics, Liefeld originally worked with the writers. Yeah, that's what I'm at Marvel Comics, Liefeld originally worked with writer Louise Simonson on the New Mutants, and the two co-created the adult version of Cable, the grizzled adult son of X-Men Cyclops, who had only appeared as a child in early stories. When editor Bob Harris opted to replace Simonson with Nice, I don't know how to pronounce that motherfucker's name. That dude right there. I'm just calling them Nice. The change led to the genesis of comic book legend Nice. First, the scriptured issues of the New Mutants would introduce the title's most infamous and memorable villain of to date. Deadpool was an assassin for hire, clad. Oh, fuck! I gotta stop doing that. Clad from head to foot in a brilliant red and black suit that hid his identity from opponents. But what was more striking than the expert fighting techniques this villain displayed was taking on Cable and his comrades was a pattern. Deadpool had a tongue as sharp as his blades and whip as deadly as his intentions. While audience wouldn't know his history until years later, Deadpool was actually a survivor of the same program, responsible for granting Wolverine his unbreakable adamantium skeleton. Adamantium. I know how to say that word. I just forgot. Adamantium skeleton. A classified operation known also as Weapon X. A mercenary diagnosed with cancer, Deadpool had tried to cheat death by entering this top secret government program. They did so that the movie. The result was an extended lifespan granted by the mutant healing factor granted into his DNA. But in his first appearance in the New Mutants, number 98, February 1991, this was all still a mystery, and as far as the readers were concerned, Deadpool was merely an unknown killer for hire, one blessed with the gift of gab. It was Nice who gave Deadpool his infamous mouth, but it was Liefeld who conceived the majority of the character's background. Deadpool's design and breakdown of his basic backstory tying him to let's start again. Deadpool's design and a breakdown of his basic backstory tying him into Wolverine's continuity were all in Rob's back pocket until he had the chance to showcase the character, says Nice. I took my cues from Rob's description of the character being like Spider-Man, fighting a tank, Cable, aid from my strong. You got another page? From my strong. Oh, we have the picture. From my strong desire to create. Is it? Okay, chapter 1 is kind of long. Okay, well, we're going to read into this first part. I'm not going to read all the way down here. I could read down into the fans. Okay, what was that? What was the last word? Okay, and from my strong desire to create a voice that was unlike did, what you'd expect from Mercenary, and unlike the tunnel rage of the other, more serious characters in the story, I thought sarcastic attitude would play well against Cable. Damn it. And the fans enjoyed their brief, spirited interaction. All right. Mm. That was from my people. They'll get no chopper chopper. Get this fist knuckle knuckle. Right, a new way. Okay, I guess I can read to this page. What the fuck is chapter 2 start? Shit, wow. Okay, let's see how far chapter 2 is. Okay, pictures. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's like a comic book. All right. So let's just read this whole page. How about that? I'm gonna be live for 12 minutes. I can read some more. Although primarily inspired by Spider-Man and Wolverine, two of Marvel's had grown. Although primarily inspired by Spider-Man and Wolverine, two of Marvel's biggest hits, the Deadpool character also drew inspiration from a third. Time for round 2. Drew inspiration from a third, unexpected source. Liefeld had grown up a fan of DC Comics. The new Teen Titans, that's my shit, and had based some elements of Deadpool's look on one of the team's main adversaries, the cutthroat mercenary named Deathstroke, the Terminator. Even Deadpool's alter ego, Wade Wilson, was a play on Deathstroke's real name, Slade Wilson. But when Deadpool debuted in the pages of the New Mutants, it only took a handful of speech bubbles for readers to realize that Deadpool was something entirely new. Facing Cable, Deadpool made a point of introducing himself and revealing that he'd been hired by the nefarious Mr. Taliban to not just find a time-traveling warrior, but also kill him. Full of bravado and with an incorrigibly easygoing attitude, Deadpool let Cable know just what kind of mercenary he was saying. So when I frost your sorry old mechanical butt, don't take it personally, okay? After only 2 pages, Cable figured out exactly what the readers had already deduced. Deadpool was a bizarre off-the-wall villain with a case of verbal diarrhea. As Cable put it, you talk too much. I love that. Deadpool's first appearance was short and sweet. While he fought well against the New Mutants, he was soon subdued by a character calling himself Domino, who arrived on the scene at just the right moment to throw a few sharp blades into his back. Mysterious mercenary was soon bound, gagged, and mailed back to the Taliban, sending a clear message that Cable and his allies were not to be messed with. My fucking joint went out. By this time, the New Mutants had generated plenty of buzz and a huge readership. Marvel opted to capitalize on the success by changing the title's name to X-Force and started over with a new first issue. Featuring a team of mutant activists led by Cable, X-Force gave new readers a perfect jumping on point. The new title debuted in August 1991, a few short months after the New Mutants' 100th and final issue. Billed as collector's item, X-Force #1 came probably bagged with a free trading card and was later reprinted using gold foil. More important, the title cemented the continuing work relationship between Fabian and Nicias. I tried to say that again. Nicias. Nice. Niciza. Fabian Niciza. Niciza. Okay. Here's his name. His new name is Fabian Niciza. Rob Liefeld. Deadpool's return wasn't just a necessary story beat. It was also the result of overwhelming reception. Did I say that right? Overwhelming reception from fans. Okay, yeah, reciprocation from fans. The one reason Bob and I always laugh when people talk about Deadpool's recent popularity is that within days of New Mutants number 89 coming out, we received tons of letters from fans saying I can't even remember what I said. Niciza, Fabian Niciza, like 600% more mail than New Mutants usually got. And as the X book, it always had average mail response from fans since I work in. Okay. All right, let's finish reading this. All right, this is like a little page so I can read. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. Hold the book. Okay. I was in the office. I actually grabbed a stack out of the mailroom and personally read each one before they delivered to the editors. And nearly 75% of the mail said this guy was funny. Bring him back. The fan mail resulted in a lot more exposure for the merch with a mouth. Deadpool was given one of 5 trading cards to be inserted into X-Force #1, which sold like 6 million copies, says Niciza. When he appeared again in X-Force #2, we put Deadpool on the cover, and that issue also almost 2 million. That issue sold almost 2 million copies. Everyone knew very early on that the character had some juice. Niciza and Liefeld worked using the traditional Marvel method. Instead of Niciza's writing out a full script and then persisting it to Liefeld to illustrate, as is the common practice today, Liefeld did not initially plotting on his Drew. Liefeld did the initial plotting on his Drew. Okay, I read that right. I waited for Rob's layout to come in with his plot notes, and then we will talk the issue through before I would. Scripted. Says Nicias, obviously I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. A guy with a weird name. Schedules Schedules were pretty tight too, so things were a bit hectic in a crazy but energetic way. X Force number 2 debuted in September 1991 and featured the first appearance of Garrison Kane, also something called Weapon X. And the first hints at Deadpool's origin is that issue. Deadpool has hired again by Taliban, this time to snatch some sensitive Japanese software while fighting Kane. Deadpool let slip a few personal tidbits, namely that he despised Weapon X and his sister or his sisters and its sister organization. Department H. X-Men fans automatically recognize those familiar government intuitions from intuitions, not intuitions, not like government intuitions from Wolverine's origin story. This was the first real indication to the readers that Deadpool might have a common background with Marvel's famous Feral Mutant and might indeed also be a result of the nefarious Weapon X program. While X-Force continued his popularity streak, the increased exposure and fan made little difference with Nisiaza, whatever his name is, at the time. You have to remember I was writing 6 of 7 titles a month, and the average sales for those books were about 1.5 million comics a month. So even as successful as X-Force was, it wasn't the only thing I was doing that was generating strong sales for that company. That is a lot. Okay. But hey, there's a comic. We're going to read it together. That's pictures. What's that? Foop, 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 foop. Your first record, cause your vibratory powers are the most unpredictable, okay? Ah! I'm gonna love this. Yeah, keep trying to shake them loose. The more energy you expend, the tighter they'll constrict. What can you do to stop us then? Maybe we shouldn't be asking. I happened. What the fuck? Why do people hide up like that? Sunspot, wait, don't charge it like a bull. But it's what the boy always does. Thanks, super strength. Enough, no finesse, no grace. Subtlety. I love that. Okay, we all have a chapter 2. Okay. Okay, back. That's cool. Could be better, could be worse. We were doing okay. We were doing okay against Deadpool. Yeah, sure. And you didn't need any help, did you? Let's not spend too much time trying to take the credit for this punk's capture. What do ye do with you now, Deadpool? You know, I've always wanted the chance to rehabilitate myself, somewhere nice. How about a prison in the Bahamas? I fucking love that. This is my first time reading this book, y'all. Just let y'all know that. This is only chapter 1. Deadpool, long time no see, jawbreaker. But please call me Weapon X. The blood. What that is. Would you buy it? I got it from Ollie's. Pay back the favor. For you, that must have been just like slow torture. Again with the jaw. Don't talk to him, you idiot. That's how he suckers his opponents. What the fuck is that? Lures them and just focus. What the fuck is that word? Lures them. Just focus. Okay. Ouch, quit with the jaw, will you? had my mouth wire shut for 2 months a little while ago. Oh, then that was this one. For you, that must have been slow torture. Again with the jaw. All right, write that part. These words are tiny. Can I even read that? Hold on. I can't see that. Hold on, you gotta give me a second. I don't think I can read that. Keep trying. It's buds where it began. It what? It ends where it begins. Deadpool. Wanna something a course of our Canadian. He's gotta be pushing 35 by now. These are too fucking tiny. I can't read these words. But you know, I got a thing for you. Okay. I can't read that. They're too tiny. I hate this country. I've always hated this country. I hate what did I say? I can't read that. I hated this Weapon X program and I hated you dirty hosed. Hold on, bro. I gotta see what this shit says. Cause these waters are too tiny. And I hated you dirty hose prepubescent punk. Oh, okay. What was the other one? I hated Department H. Okay. Okay, those words were tiny as shit. I wish I had my monocle. Oh, that's downstairs. Okay. All right. So I'll continue reading the book. Oh, can I? More things like that. Do that. And then we'll be on chapter 2. So, okay, I'll read this little part. Okay. Yet it remained hard to ignore Deadpool's popularity. The mutant continued to pop up in the pages of X-Force, running violent errands for his employer, Taliban. The merch with a mouth would not only help retrieve X-Men villains Juggernaut and the Black Tom Cassidy in issue number 5, he also defeated mutant hero Shatterstar in issue number 11. Once again, proving himself to be a highly efficient agent. Issue number 11 will also expose more of Deadpool's past, as the X-Force member Domino was revealed to be shape-shifting Copycat, aka Deadpool's former girlfriend, Vanessa Carlisle. Carly. Her name's Carly. Another piece of the complex Deadpool puzzle clicked into place with Copycat revealed that Deadpool's real first name was Wade. While Deadpool continued to live on at Marvel, Rob Liefeld soon left his creation behind to confound the company image. Comics with several other leading lights from the industry, including Todd McFarlane, Narcissus, whatever his name is, stayed on X-Force. However, ensuring Deadpool's voice remained consistent, even as the artists who depict him varied. Greg Capullo soon became X-Force's new ongoing artist, helping Nice reveal more about Vanessa's Deadpool, healing factor, and teleportation skills. He teleport? In aftermath of Taliban's death, as the merch with a mouth suddenly found himself without his number one client, Deadpool was beginning to be sculptured and shaped into a rounded character. But it became clear that a team book like X-Force wouldn't allow Nice to form the room he needed to thoroughly delve. He needed to thoroughly delve into the mercenaries' past. All right, it was time for Deadpool to get a shot at his own title. Ooh, that was a little rough. X Force Domino. Just check. And then next and tomorrow will be chapter 2. And that was chapter 1. My big Deadpool book. The back of this book is dope. It looks cool. I'm not gonna show you the back though until I'm done with the book. Unless you happen to see it at some point, but be on chapter 2. Oh, you see, you just seen it. Oh well. No, you can see the back. I don't care. Boom. That's the back of the book. You've already seen it. Boom. I put that new bodies on your Jeep. And I just ball on the bed. Oh, this ain't plugged in. It's not plugged in. You go back to work today. Yep. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I have Friday and Saturday off. Sunday and Monday. So I have another 4 days off. Rex says I'm magic. Me and Dana are going to North Carolina Friday. Drip, drip. Remember that sip, dip. Remember that sip, sip. I want to come. Okay, let's go. I wish. Yeah. So my friend Megan, she has these pretzels, these dots. Like the first time I tried them, motherfuckers are good. This is only their plain flavor. I want to try the other ones. They got like garlic parm. I feel like those would be fucking delicious. But these dots pretzels ain't even bad. Well seasoned. I gotta set the back on me just to get some backs. You have to pay back. Another back. Another sounds back. And I've been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. When I'm doing bad. Then I said and say. I did mind my business. At the time I ain't kidding. The just got the powder I live it. Got no sky, I live it. I'm taking my vacations little by little. Had 4 weeks, had 4 days off last week. 2 days off the week before. 2 days off the week before. 4 days off this past week. Got 4 days off this week coming up. Then I work. And then we're gonna go see Crow. So that's another 4 days off. So yeah. Maybe it's only 10:35. Early. So what you got up planned for today? Work. Okay. Not a damn thing. Chilling game before I go to work. Which I'm gonna go on my Twitch and do that. So these damn things are good. So I'm gonna hop up out of here. Hop on my Twitch. I read a whole fucking paragraph, a whole chapter of my Depth book. So I am on my Twitch. I will holler at you guys later. Appreciate everybody that came in, hit that like, share, subscribe, spoken homies. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye, crap it. Bye, crap it. I want to try those. Everyone says they're good. Yeah, these motherfuckers are good. They got some garlic parm ones. I haven't tried those. These are the only one I tried. Only because my friend had them at home at her house, so I took a bag or two. They are good. Very seasoned. I love them. But bye, craft it. Bye, craft it. I've been live for like 40 minutes. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully all is well. I will see you. What the fuck is going on here? Hopefully your package comes tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully it comes before I leave. No, I'm not looking at it. It's gonna come the day I leave. Or Wednesday and Thursday. We're not leaving until like Thursday night. Maybe Friday morning. But I'm gonna send you what Dana kind of wants her cars to look like. So I'll text you in a little bit. No, I shipped UPS. Okay. I hope you actually get it tomorrow. Good play. What the fuck is this? They not slow. No, they're not. All right, y'all. I'm out here. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.